Welcome to another edition of NutriRebel Red Pill Edition. And today we're going to be speaking regarding vitamin C. But we have to realize vitamin C is not it's not a singular supplement. We kind of have to stop seeing supplements as drugs, foods as drugs. You take one thing, and it's a magical process. And I said no. All these substances, most of them naturally occurring, work together. But we also have many toxins that we ingest as well. And these are the types of topics we're going to talk about briefly today.
Hi, this is Dr. Darren Schmidt at the Nutritional Healing Center of Ann Arbor. And this video is about vitamin C is not ascorbic acid.
I do not use ascorbic acid unless I'm in really dire circumstances. It's generally corn-based. It's generally already oxidized. That means it's lost its electrons.
You will see many influencers and people talking about vitamin C in this way, and not just vitamin C, and many supplements. And it's mainly to confuse you and to get you to buy the latest supplement that they are often selling. And it's usually just, if in the case of vitamin C, what they usually sell is some modified version, or even not even modified. They just put a new package on it and they say that's new vitamin C. It's not. Vitamin C is vitamin C. And they'll get somebody will say vitamin C is not, ascorbic acid is not vitamin C. To a certain extent it's true, but you cannot reliably obtain enough of what they recommend because it's too expensive and it's not mass produced. And just because it's mass produced or synthetic doesn't mean it's bad. We have just many synthetic things that are termed natural, and many companies are allowed to market it that way. It's just confusing, but you'll see more. You'll obtain more clarity as the short video goes on.
And it's not potent enough for what I really need.
Vitamin C supplements and skin serums are an utter waste of your hard-earned money.
Same thing, and you'll see many clips like this all
I will
over the web.
guarantee you that this
real
will
life.
change your reality within 3 to 5 days.
That's as old as time. Snake oil salesman. But the ironic thing is that snake oil itself is full of omega-3 fatty acids, which we need more of usually. It's just, this world is messed up.
This is also going to cause some controversy, but here's the truth of it all. By the time you get down to 6 carbons, 8 hydrogens, and 6 oxygens, it does not matter where they come from. Whether the corn was GMO or not, you are now at the atomic level of life. And even Monsanto can't mess with the way protons, electrons, neutrons, and atomic bombs are bonds. Atomic bonds. Bombs, maybe they can. But atomic bonding is something that is a law of chemistry, it is a law of physics, and it is not going to be changed by GMO manipulation. GMO is manipulating things that are much larger than atoms, much larger than the individual molecule. Let me add that I think GMOs are a bad idea.
He's not a medical doctor. You don't have to be a medical doctor to talk about these things, just like you don't need to be a weatherman to talk about the weather. It's just incredible. Anyway, Dr. Andrew Saul he died a couple of years, 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, he's been a proponent of orthomolecular nutrition for maybe 40 or 50 years. I saw him 25 years ago, but I was very skeptical of these types of things, and I saw the people in my life that were taking all of these supplements and going to these all these practitioners, and I'm not looking or acting any better, mainly because those practitioners were also limited in what they could do and say, mainly because they're also operating on insurance, and most of them, like you see in my other videos, were not practicing root cause science, basically.
We have to remember that messing with nature is always wrong. It has never worked. I mentioned atomic bombs earlier, but that's kind of an example of what can go wrong, what can go amiss, that or Chernobyl or Fukushima, when you try to mess with nature. So C6H8O6 is a small molecule that in this particular form is left-handed ascorbic acid, and that is vitamin C. This stuff is cheap. The pure powder is cheap, and it works very well. Most research that's been done showing that vitamin C cures disease has used the cheap vitamin C.
Yep. However, oral route is what most people are used to, putting things in the mouth. It's like an infantile motion, putting things into the mouth. That's usually especially for B complex like B12, we lack intrinsic factor. We lack intrinsic factor is a large one, especially when you get older. We lack the ability to absorb B12, even if we get it in our mouth. Therefore, there's other ways to obtain it, such as small injections. Oh, people are afraid of that word. Patches, liquids, but still, it has to pass through the digestive system with liquid in the mouth. You have to usually bypassing the digestive system is often ideal for certain natural substances such as B12, vitamin C. You'll see in the subsequent slides, it has limited capacity to be absorbed orally. Anyway, you'll see. Yeah. Here we have vitamin C, the synergists that work together with vitamin C, the naturally occurring substances that enhance the metabolism of vitamin C and increase the availability. Synergist vitamin A, B3, B5, B6, B12, vitamin E, minerals like calcium, cobalt, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, sodium, selenium, and zinc. Those substances usually beneficial. It's hard to put in words because you put metabolism in words. It's a very complex process. Anyway, antagonists are usually what hinder the absorption or availability of vitamin C. Minerals like copper, copper is naturally occurring. However, when we get too much of it, it is easy to get too much of it these days, especially because we use copper pipes for homes. When we used to use lead, and we now sometimes use plastic too. But whatever you ingest, whatever goes into your mouth, that whatever it's contained in or flows in, it usually absorbs whatever it's contained in. Minerals like copper. Metals like aluminum, and we often get too much aluminum these days from many sources, especially industrial sources in the air and the food, but also personal care products. And what's next here? Vitamin C. It's necessary for many people don't know what vitamin C is. It's ascorbic acid. It's necessary for wound healing and helping heal from illness. It helps amino acid metabolism and hormone synthesis and other pollutants responsible for free radicals. It helps reduce those because it's an antioxidant. Vitamin C aids in the utilization of folic acid as well, B9. It increases absorption of iron. So many people take iron supplements. They don't realize that could be helped by taking vitamin C. But like I said, you need to get an individualized assessment to find these things out, because simply relying on social media and generalized information, it's not good enough for the individual. Vitamin C instantly opens also certain detoxification pathways in the liver that are immediately shut down after the introduction of toxins. And what's next here? Methods of administration. This is a huge topic. You can take it via the oral route in the mouth, but you usually only absorb about 200 milligrams per 20 minutes or so. Therefore, the oral route is often least effective due to many reasons, including poor digestive system, and it must pass through the digestive system before reaching the cells. Vitamin C oral route also allows more contact with the teeth if you don't use a capsule form, and thus more dental problems, dental erosion. It's an acid, a weak acid. Patches and small injections can be used. They bypass the digestive system, and therefore more can be inserted into the body at one time. Most people are afraid of the word injection. It's gonna hurt. The infant mind shows up. They don't like a big sharp object going into them. But they could be a very small insulin syringe and take little. It could be little to no pain. Patches are good as well, but often expensive at this time and must be reapplied continuously. Yeah, this is a crazy world. Anyway, if you like my content, what I produce here, please like and subscribe to my content. Visit my website, visit my social media, and have yourself a great day. And I hope you understand that we're more complex beings than a singular idea, singular concept, singular supplements, singular foods. It's all about the individual, and it's not expensive. What's more expensive is when you get sick. That's the real expense. But most people don't want to think about the future. They don't think it'll happen to them. And that's part of the lack of ability to think about these things, is they don't want to think about it. And it's painful to think about these things, but they'd rather wait until they get sick. And they can't snap out of this thinking, mainly because their body and mind are not optimally functioning. Anyway, like and subscribe.